This is Mask with a Mask Truth TV, man. Today is January 28th, 2019, and this is episode 2 of the Mask Truth TV. And man, I'm gonna get into a lot of stuff today. Where should I start? Man? There's so much going on. First thing we can talk about today is Q. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard about Q, but they're basically saying that everybody should trust in them, and they're gonna get the deep state out, and we can go into martial law, but it's for our own good. Don't believe in anything that Q has to say, man. Q, nobody even knows who Q is. They're telling us to trust them. We don't know who Q is. They're just a group. They could be the same people that's trying to put us in the shitter. And so I don't trust anybody, especially people that is not, coming out and showing exactly who they are, and they're telling us to trust in Donald Trump and trust in them, and everything's gonna be okay. I don't trust in anybody thinking everything's gonna be okay. I don't wake up in the morning and think that everything in my life is gonna be taken care of just because somebody else says so. So that's number one, man. I really don't trust Q whatsoever, man. What's the other thing, man? That's another thing. I mean, there's so much what they say anti-Semitism going on. Where people are going against the Jews, and it's not just about the Jews. I have Jewish friends. We all have Jewish friends. It has nothing to do with it. When we're talking about it, it's the Jewish people that are in power, that are running things, that are the rich bankers and the rich, powerful families that have been running things for a long, long time. And they have a problem when anybody has a problem with them, which that's fine. I mean, but people attack Christians all the time. People attack Muslims all the time. Why do Jewish people feel as though that they are the only people that should be allowed to not be attacked? I mean, if there's a such thing as free speech, we should be able to say whatever we want about any type of person, no matter what. You can't have free speech without allowing people to be free in what they are saying. And they're trying to take that from us now, people. They are attacking free speech on every platform on the internet, every platform in the news. I mean, there is no free speech in the news anymore. Every news article that comes through centralized news stations is censored. It is ran through. If you say something that they don't want you to say, they're taking you out. They're making you restate what you said. And it's a bunch of bullshit. It shouldn't be that way whatsoever. If there's free speech, you should be able to say whatever you want. If somebody wants to be a racist, that's their right to be free speech. If somebody wants to be anti-racist, that's their right to be free speech. You can be whatever you want. That was how America was supposedly founded. You can have free speech. You can say what you want. You can live what type of religion you want to live. You can be yourself, regardless. Other people can feel a certain way about how you feel, and that's how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be two sides, and let them go back and forth. And that's what's so great about what we were founded on, and we're falling so far astray from that, so far astray, and it's very saddening to see where we're going as a country, that you have to believe in one way or one belief as everybody else believes. If you don't believe in what everybody on Facebook is saying, oh, you're wrong, and it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to have a healthy debate with people without you being shut down because you don't agree with them. I just want to give a big shout out to the whole truth community and everybody that's coming out and trying to make a stand. I mean, it's hard. It's not easy to come out and say what other people won't say. But it's what needs to be done. Because if we don't do it, nobody else will. and they'll just continue to silence us until they silenced us to the point that there is no information that is the truth. It's only the information that they want you to know. And that's the problem with our schooling system now, is they're only teaching us the information that they want us to know. If there's information that they don't want us to know, they just hide it from us. I mean, they said the easiest way to hide information is to put it in a book. Now, another way to hide that information is to keep them books out of public knowledge. To keep them books only known by secret societies and small, select groups. And it shouldn't be that way. We're in the age of information where the information should be available for everybody. And they're trying to make it where the information is so diluted and so, it's just so far gone that it's just so hard to get real information. And they try to say that the truth is a lie and a lie is the truth, and they just try to confuse you. And it's very, very sad. So you really got to read between the lines. You really got to go do your own research, and you really got to try to wake people up so everybody can have this knowledge. What else should I go into today, man? We can talk about what they say is climate change. Now, most people in the truth community, we know that there is a coming ice age. We know that the global warming, that was a big, huge lie, just to keep everybody basically thinking the opposite of what's gonna happen. That's the main thing that they do. They try to make you think something totally different than what it actually is. If there's a God out there, they want you to think that there's no God out there. So they feed you false evidence to make you think the opposite. And then the people that know the real truth, they try to make us look like idiots because they tell all these people lies, and they're like, oh no, you're wrong, that isn't the truth, which is a bunch of bullshit. And it's very sad that 90% of people that you try to tell that the information that they have is wrong will argue with you, and they won't even look into any facts or anything. They've been taught away, and that's the way it is. And they're not changing their mind about it. They're too smart, they're too arrogant, and nothing else really matters. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. So, I mean, like I said, people might ridicule you, people might try to shut you down, but keep spreading the word, keep telling people, you know, and keep getting that truth out there. I mean, we got record-setting cold temperatures all across the board. I mean, we have 1-degree temperatures in Maryland coming this week. We have -20 in Chicago. It's crazy, man. The weather patterns that we're seeing, we haven't seen in a long time. It was even said in the 70s that we were going into an ice age, and basically all that information has been covered up. It's been covered up now because they don't want us to know. They don't want us to be prepared. They don't want us to be ready. If you know anything about the Georgia Guidestones, is they want to get the population down to 500 million people. 500 million people. That's more than 10 times smaller the amount of they're gonna annihilate most of the population of the world. And you know, most people won't be prepared. I mean, if we have a catastrophe in the United States, most people won't be prepared longer than a day or two. If you're not able to get food, you're not gonna last at all. I know me, myself, and my family, we have been slowly prepping for years. We might not be the most prepared, but we have, you know, stocked up shelves of canned foods that we could probably last almost a year. But that's not enough. If we go into a global catastrophe, we might have years. If we go into an ice age where we're not able to grow food for 7 to 10 years in the northern hemisphere, then, you know, we have big problems if there's no way to create alternative energies or anything like that to make light sources and keep heated greenhouses to grow foods, we'll be in a very sticky situation. And you know, I just want everybody in this community to be prepared. Even if you only prepare every time you go to the store, you get enough food for an extra day, and you do that for a year, and then you do that once a week. That's 52 days a year that you have prepared to stay alive in a catastrophe. Now, I'm not saying that nothing's gonna happen right away, not saying that anything is gonna happen, you know, in this year, but you just want to be prepared. You never know when a catastrophe is gonna happen, and a natural or unnatural disaster. You just want to make sure that you're ready for you and your family. You don't want to be starving with no food, because that won't be good. The hashtag We Do Not Consent has been going around for several reasons. One, with YouTube, is trying to basically silence the truth community. That's really what it is. They don't want us talking about flat earth or 9/11 or anything that they, you know, deem may be information that other people can use against them. It's a real sticky situation, man. And another, we do not consent to the chemtrails and the weather modification. I mean, there's not a day that goes by, I think, that I don't see a chemtrail, that they're not modifying the weather. And it's just sad to see our world is changing for the worse. It's not getting better, it's changing for the worse. And all they're doing is they're making it their playground. It's whatever they want to do, and the rules do not apply to them. In America, we're supposed to be the #1 in the world, but we're the #1 in the world for killing people. We've killed over 10 million people since 1945 in illegal wars. We had no reason to go into these wars. We had no reason to be in these countries. These countries did absolutely nothing to us. We have aborted 50 million babies. 50 million babies. That's ridiculous. The whole city of New York, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, and a couple more cities combined, all aborted. That's a lot of freaking babies that would be here now with us right now. And it's just really sad. I mean, we have hundreds of thousands of homeless people. We have hundreds and thousands of people in debt and can't even get loans now to get a house or provide for their families, or we're all bankrupt. They say that the whole world, how is the whole world bankrupt? It's because the rich bankers have taken everything from us. They have stripped us from everything. They've put us into debt for the rest of our lives, and then
it's more than music, baby.
We're gonna be living in poverty while a few select people are just living the most luxurious life ever, just laughing at us, while we are their slaves. If you look up the true definition of slaves, you will realize that we are all modern day slaves. And it's a horrible thing to think about, but it's the truth. And it's a reality that we have to face. And to change that, we have to go dig deep. We have to educate people. We have to talk about this subject. We can't just let subjects be so touchy that we won't talk about them. That's the problem. There are so many subjects that people are so scared to touch nowadays that it's ridiculous. They say white people can't talk about racism. Well, I will. They say that, certain people can't talk about certain things. Well, they have to. Because if we don't talk about these subjects, they will just be swept under the rug for years and years to come, and it will just get worse. And this social justice, the social movement, everybody has to think a certain way or believe a certain things or act a certain way, or you have to call a person by their fucking gender. Well, look here, motherfucker. If you was born a boy, and now you think you a girl, and I see you, I'm calling you fucking sir. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think you are. I really don't give a fucking shit what you think you are. Because I know what you are. We know what you are. You, deep down inside, know what you are. And if you don't want to accept that, why the fuck should I have to accept that? I'm not accepting shit that motherfuckers tell me unless I want to. So if the government or you or whoever the fuck doesn't want to fucking accept it, well, I'm sorry. Because if you can't accept yourself, I'm not accepting you either. That's just the truth of the matter, and that's how life is. And people they're so babied now. Everybody's catered to. Except for the people that need to be catered to. Like our children. We're more worried about catering to grown adults than our own children. We're losing our youth. Our youth are getting swept under the rug with bullshit educations. They're being fed bullshit meals in school that it's not even healthy. And then they have the nerve in school to be trying to teach the pyramid of what's good to eat and all that shit, but they're feeding our children shit. It's just a horrible situation, man. I'm really myself getting sick and fucking tired of it, man. The news just talks about whatever they want to talk about. They don't talk about what needs to be talked about. They talk about what's good for headlines and good for viewers. They don't talk about what's actually good for the viewers. They don't give a flying fuck about you, and they never will. And if you think that they do, there's something absolutely wrong with you. And I'm not scared to say it. If you don't like what I'm saying, vamos, goodbye. You don't have to be here. I'm going to give you to you the realest that I can, and I'm not going to hold anything back. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, see you later.